EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Here we go. 11.
Throwing on the first play from scrimmage, here's Burrow. He gets this to Davante Adams. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Burrow looking to pass. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle third of the field, and that brings up 4th.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. And the Browns now with a 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. Just a gain of a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Here's Watson. And he'll work 3 from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scramble that's reviewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
Watson on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted. because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it and gets it, I got to give it to him on that one.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And a solid run here as he'll pick his way down to the 42-yard line. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. You look at this Raiders defense. And they played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 7. They'll try the air now with Watson. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up the screen. You don't want to throw it too early to have the defense ready too quickly. You definitely want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
They need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. Watson. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Well, on that punt, we've got a man shaken up. We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
12.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Browns very strong in that victory a week ago.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Now they go screen. It's complete. Good footwork at the 30. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down. Just the first quarter, the tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season opener opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a
different story.
Long night.
11.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with the football here, as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. They'll keep it on the ground.
Burke
Brooks. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's third down.
Here we go.
They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Burrow. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you're coming off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Taken in at the 22. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return, and they will take over 1st and 10. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurdling through them.
46 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Here's Watson. Pass incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Now Watson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 21. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
2nd and 6. Back to throw, Watson. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down in bounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. To throw is Watson. Cook makes the catch on the out route. So nothing doing there. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So after drive number 3 here, we have a score, and it's 3 points after the field goal.
I would say the feeling out process for both these teams, I'd say it's over, partner. Everyone understands what's going on now. You've kind of probed a little bit. Now you want to start throwing the big shots. First 3 points up on the board could be significant.
This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since you took me to the nautical side, I'm going to try and keep up here because to me, this ship is about ready to pull out a port. These next couple of games are absolute must-wins for them. Now, if they can win a couple, get to 5-5, maybe they start believing in themselves. But a loss here, that would move them to 3-6. And if that's the case, well, that boat is going to head out to the harbor with them still on the dock.
On first down, it's Myers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Credit the tackle to John Franklin Myers. The Raiders at 3-5, 2 games under 500. Yeah, they've lost 3 straight here. It kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. This is taken at the 18, and he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Drive about to get started. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now it's Watson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Set for 3rd down. Watson now to throw. And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final position.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And some room to work. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Partner, I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. From the pistol, they run it with Cook. To about the 26 here.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Looking to throw. Watson. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
Field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Operating from the gun. Watson fighting through pressure. Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this ball recovered by the offense. But remember, they cannot advance it here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So this will be blown dead, and it'll come back to the spot of the fumble. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. So that time they got the left guard with a hold.
And let's face it, in today's ball, you might have that 330-pound guy you're supposed to clear out of there. You might need a little bit of extra help by grabbing the jersey and trying to ride him out.
Watson operating from the gun. And pass complete to Moore. Hook up of 15 yards there, and that'll make it 2nd down. So they still get the completion even though the blitz was on, but the blitz got there. Does that stay in the mind of the quarterback the next couple plays?
That's what you're hoping for. That's what you're planning for. It's a little risk reward, right? You're leaving your guys on an island back there in man coverage, but you take the chance that you get to the quarterback, and so he gets completion here. Congratulations. Keep coming at him, and hopefully it pays off by the end of the game that you're starting to get to him while still able to cover on the back end.
So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. Gay's kick is good, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So time enough for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here we go. Here we go.
The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe make it a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
And they'll run on the inside handoff.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
I know flashy plays, splashy plays, as people like to call them, that attracts a lot of attention. But let's face it, when you're efficient, that can control a ball game. And I love the game plan they've got going right now.
Back-to-back 5-yard gains. Didn't force the ball downfield. Picked it up on the ground.
Yeah, offensive line, they're getting it done.
On 1st and 10, Watson escapes the sack. Setting up the screen for Cook. He's across midfield and finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd down and 6. From the gun, here's Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
1st down marker at the 5. It's 2nd and goal. They run it again with Cook. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, this has been a long drive. In fact, it's eaten up a good chunk of the 3rd quarter, which is precisely what you want when you're playing with the lead. You control the football, you control the clock, and impose your will on the defense.
Cook is into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Well, he'd been the workhorse on this drive, and it would have been unfair to bring someone else in to finish the job. So they go back to him again, and he delivers with a touchdown run.
Kevin Stefanski going to leave the offense out to go for 2. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Matt Gay on for the extra point. And he's got it to make it now 13-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They make their second-half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side, so now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done. and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays according.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. Second time he's fumbled in this game. Fortunate for him, this one goes out of bounds.
And the key for him now is how much equity have you built up with your coaching staff? How much equity have you built up with your team to continue to get opportunities? Fortunate that one went out of bounds, saved him from a turnover.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The fumble on first down. Now here's 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. Open man, complete downfield to Davis. A big play that time for Cleveland. 45 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Back to throw. Watson. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Elijah Moore, his first touchdown on the year. And the Browns are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this fourth quarter lead. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator. And they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the fourth quarter. And I don't see them looking back.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to an even 20. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Facing a big fourth quarter deficit here, things not looking good. You know, this offense, though, they've been in the top half of the NFL so far this season, but in this one, well, their defense has really struggled.
On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. And now they're in the hurry-up.
11, Thomas. 11. First down.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He gets this one to Burks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
12.
46-yard line.
A carry for Adams. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Here we go.
Now 2nd and 5.
11, mighty.
Now it's Burrow. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end.
Gotta go. 11 MT. 11.
42-yard line.
Now Burrow on first down. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the fourth. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
The 13-yard line.
Now Burrow. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter.
11 MT, tight. 42. 11. 11 mighty.
Burrow will throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jacoby Myers, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter.
Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now, you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. This game was really a tussle, seemed like just a moment ago, and now they've got the momentum. A couple of scores on their last pair of drives, and a 2-score lead. I think here now you go conservative, right? Run the football, work the clock.
You know, I usually agree with you, but I'm going after them right here. I want to put this bad boy away. I wouldn't be afraid to throw it. They've got all the confidence, all the momentum on their side. Go ahead and take your dagger shots and try and finish this one off.
I disagree vehemently.
I say run the football. You've got the lead.
Well, let's watch it and find out who's right.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on it man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
And this offense on third down today, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Watson. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They've got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown, but incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
From the gun on third down is Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. And barring mistakes, they should be able to kneel this one out and finish it off. And there's only one timeout remaining on the defensive side of the ball, so that doesn't really come into play either. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. Down the sideline he goes. He's on his way. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. 157 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
I've got an idea. Let's skip racing to the airport at the end of this game.